Delighted to be joined by Ciaran Roche, Risk Manager with FBD Insurance. Ciaran, I mean, look at it. It's a sad story again. We're up to 9 fatalities in total for farm-related accidents this year. I mean, we're seeing a real trend in terms of the vulnerable groups, the young people and the old people. Talk to me in terms of what you're seeing.
Yeah, Jack, it's a real concern for us. I suppose last week when we spoke, there was 7 fatalities. That figure is up to 9 now. If it continues with that trend before the end of the year, we'll have 22 fatalities in Irish farms. We're seeing a lot of fatalities in relation to children again, which is very unusual. 3 so far this year. We've had 5 fatalities with farmers over the age of 65. And the same as every year, they're happening in the same manner. So we've had 3 livestock fatalities with the older farmer. All the fatalities with young persons related to tractors and machinery. And we just have to redouble our efforts to ensure that this doesn't continue and we stop taking risks on the farm.
On the machinery side, Ciaran, can you give me a couple of examples in terms of, what type of accidents, what's happening in terms of, these machinery related accidents?
Yes, so generally they're very simple. So this year, most of them happen to be child related, but they're something as simple as not seeing someone coming behind you and reversing a tractor, someone coming into a blind spot and running over that person, a handbrake not working properly, the tractor rolling down the hill, or maybe the likes of a PTO shaft or some guarded part of a machine not guarded properly, someone who's in a hurry, not paying attention, maybe a loose piece of clothing, or just accidentally gets too close to the piece of working machinery and gets caught in it. So they're very simple things, and they're everyday type of incidents that could occur.
Yeah, I mean, it strikes me that, as you say, they're not exceptional, issues that happen, kind of extraordinary events, or where there was a crash or anything like that. It's just real simple stuff in terms of accidents. On the livestock side of things, again, we had a good chat with Aidan Brennan on I suppose on the fact that teaser bulls and even stock bulls, clean-up bulls are going out with dairy herds now at the moment. I mean, is there an issue there in terms of bulls? Is it, are we seeing kind of fatalities, accidents related to bulls on farms?
Yeah, again, I suppose 2 of the fatalities we've had so far related to bulls on dairy herds, and every bull, as we said, can be very dangerous or are potentially very dangerous. There's a huge amount of risks with livestock. It's not just about the fatalities. So we see an awful lot of injury around testing time, calving time. Times when people are under pressure working with livestock is when we're more likely to see the incidents. And as well, if that livestock isn't handled a lot, there's a higher risk. So the likes of suckler animals, the risk is that little bit higher because they're not used to handling that maybe a dairy animal might have. So breeding and docility is a really important bit when we look at our herd. But in the immediate, I suppose, term, it's all about having good facilities to handle the animals safely and to have the help that you need to carry out that work in a safe manner. There's 50% of all fatalities on farms relate to tractors and machinery. 83% of all child fatalities relate to tractors and machinery. So if there's a focus on that particular area, we can, manage a huge amount of the fatalities and accidents and prevent them from occurring in the first place.
Yeah, you're right. Listen, Ciaran, thanks a million for joining us again this week. I mean, it's a sad story, but one we need to keep after, as you say, because we are still continuing to see issues on farms. And it is in our control. It's in farmers' control to try and improve those statistics and, to try and mind their farm families and those that are working on their farm. So listen, thanks for joining us. We'll be in touch again soon.